Yo, what's good? It's DxnnyFxntom, and today I'm just going to be making a guitar beat from scratch using my Telecaster here, and I'm just going to make everything on FL Studio. It's going to be like Kid Laroi style stuff, iann, dior, 24K golden, that type of genre. So I'm just going to get right into it for you guys. Alright, so when I make melodies, I split my melody usually into 3 parts for the guitar. So you got like the chords, and then like a middle range melody, and then a top line. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the chords now. And I know I want it to be about 160 BPM, but I'm just going to record without a metronome and then figure out the BPM after I record it. So I'm just going to go straight into Edison. I kind of already have an idea of what I want to do. So so I'm just going to take the part that I want, highlight it, and then use this drag tool, put it into the playlist here. And I'm going to route it to insert 1, trim off the beginning. Alright, so now I'm just going to change the BPM until it like locks pretty much into the, like looking at the waveform, like locks pretty much into where I want it to be. So alright, so that's pretty close. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the declicking mode to generic. So if I make any cuts in this audio, it'll like smoothen it out and there won't be like a click or anything. So I think I do this a lot different than most people, I think. So people usually like Ableton for this part, like the time stretching. I still do it in FL because I can play pretty close to on time, so I don't need to do a ton of stretching. But I'll just make cuts where like the waveform is off. So I'll like use this tool, and the shortcut's just C, and then just cut it, and then use the slide tool, or this right here, and then or S, and then just like slide it like that, so the waveform's on time. And then I just do that for the whole thing. Alright, so I got the whole bottom layer all time stretched correctly or sliced correctly, and so now I'm just gonna copy this mixer track and I'm just gonna record like a middle line. So for a middle line, I'm just gonna play an A minor, scale of A minor, because that's what this chord progression's in. So I'm just gonna find something that I like, and then I'm gonna record it. I don't like record the whole thing like with this, but I'll just like kind of freestyle a bit or improv until I find something I like and then record it. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, so I think I got something I like. I'll make the metronome a little quieter, but I'm still gonna have it playing. And make sure that your Edison that you're recording in for your next guitar is not on the same Edison that you recorded on the first one, because then if you try recording, it's gonna like layer the 2 guitars, and you want them as separate stems. Alright, so now I'm just gonna highlight that and put it into the playlist. Same thing as before, except put this on track 2, trim it. And now I'm just gonna do the same thing. So this was pretty good, but I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that. Like sometimes it's okay if it's obviously not perfectly on time, but it usually sounds better if it's late rather than before, like early. So if it's late, I would honestly like keep it some of the time. Like this is fine right here, but there's sometimes it's just like too much. Alright, so now I'm gonna do one last layer, and I'm just gonna basically play another top line, except I'm gonna try to make this one pretty catchy. Like think of it as like, it could be like what a vocal would be, like not too many crazy notes, but like what an artist would probably sing. And sometimes the artist will even like follow the melody that you play. Alright, so I think I got something here, so I'm just gonna let this play again. I'm just gonna record my top line. Alright, so all together that sounds like this. So I'm just gonna export this as like a loop, and then I'm gonna load it into a new project. And you guys are gonna see, like, I don't do any crazy mixing secrets or anything. I literally just level it as I make the beat. So, but besides, I usually keep the loop at like negative 6 dB when it hits. But everything else, I just listen and I level it here. And then if it needs like some extra tweaking at the end, then maybe I'll EQ something or I don't know, level it again if I have to. So I'm just gonna put a hi-hat in. And I'm just gonna do two-step for now. I might go back and add some stuff later, but we'll see. Alright, and so for an 808 on this, the way I usually pick 808s is I just think ahead of time, do I want a long 808 or a short 808? And so for a beat like this, I'm just going to choose a long 808, so I'll just go through ones I like, and then once I find one, just drag it in. Alright, so you've probably seen this a million times. Envelope with the 808. Anyways, what this does is it makes it so when you let go of the note, so like you'll see the 808, right when I let go of it, it's just going to cut off. So now I'm just going to set the 808s to the root note that I played on the guitar. So you can watch me, I just do this by ear, but sometimes I also remember what notes I played on the guitar. And also have it sometimes so the note, the 808 note will like end on a clap, so you'll see here like. So that's the basis of what I want to do. So I'm just going to add some extra notes in and maybe change it, tweak them a little bit. And something I do for kicks a lot is you'll see a lot of people, like, they copy the 808 pattern over, do Alt-K, right? And then they say, like, that's your kick pattern. But if I ever have two kicks, like, really fast after each other, like this, then I'll just get rid of the first one. So I'll put in like open hats now. And then I'll just put one more open hat on the downbeat at the beginning. I'm just gonna add like a snare now, like a counter snare. But I'm just gonna put everything on the mixer here. I did Control-Shift-L, and I don't really need to like change the levels really. So I'm just gonna arrange it, put my tag on, and it should be done. But yeah, anyways, that's how you make a Laroi guitar beat from scratch. So let me know what you guys want me to do in the comments, what other types of videos you want to see. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All that good stuff should be in the description. So have a good one. Peace out.